Hi, and welcome back to How to Barbecue Wrong COVID-19 edition 2021. Some of you may be asking where I've been over the past year. Well, the pandemic happened. I couldn't go to the gym anymore. I ended up drinking pretty heavy, and that led me into a severe depression. I think I'm getting better. Here I am. On today's menu, we are going to BORK a top round and pretend it's brisket. We don't have any beer, but we do have bourbon, butt rub, and a bong. So let me talk about the past year. It was kind of rough. I did get promoted a couple times at work, so that's good. However, my depression really kind of screwed things up. So I didn't record, I didn't do anything. Hell, I could barely play video games. So we're back. I'm going to try to keep this going, or at least make this somewhat interesting. If you enjoy it, click like, subscribe, or whatever. If you don't. So let's get this started. This one is to Malcolm Reed. This is to you, buddy. Huh. That's a really old bottle. But I wonder if the older they get, the less flavor they have. I could barely taste that at all. Anyway, cheers. Huh, couldn't taste that either. Anywho, let's get started with now that we have lights on, let's get started, shall we? Let's remove our top round from the package. So this was a top round roast, almost 3 pounds. And don't forget about our meat maxi pad, trademark. But it's a pretty tough cut. It's good for a roast, good to cook for a long time. So we're going to try to treat this like it's a brisket. And what I mean by that is we're going to smoke it very slow, very long, and try to get all of the little tendrils and micro things and connective tissue and all that other crap on the inside. We're going to try to make that melt down as much as we can to add to the flavor of the beef. Now, to help it with other flavor, we're going to start with a little bit of all-purpose salt, pepper, garlic. This is going to give it a nice crunch. I'm just going to give a good seasoning on that. Yeah. Followed up by some butt rub. That's a good, generous coat. And just kind of pat it in, squeeze it so the juices can kind of come out of the meat just a little bit to adhere to the layer of deliciousness that we have placed on top of it. Okay. Flipper. There we go. Yeah. That's going to be nice. Okay. Everybody say hi to Ham. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. try to spread that a little bit more even. So one thing I do like about this, kind of this all-purpose, is that the garlic pieces in it are pretty chunky. And they give for a nice crunch, because when they're dried up, they don't get any smaller. They just get a little bit harder and kind of absorb that smoke flavor. And it's pretty awesome. So I have been doing a lot of smoking lately, just kind of messing around and trying not to take it too serious, and kind of working on some small experiments that we might be able to share here in this series if we're able to continue. There we go. Yeah. See, that looks nice and pretty. Yeah. That'll go good. Okay. So I've already got the smoker going. We'll probably put it at 185 for the first 2 hours, and then kind of slowly kick it up about 5 degrees every half hour. So every time I go out to add smoke, because I don't have one of those automatic pellet things, I have to manually put it in every time. Oh, and then we're gonna try some new shit. I'm not condoning this. This is just part of an experiment. So I happened to be in Winco and noticed this stuff. And because I was out of wood for the most part, or the only real wood that I have back there is apple, and it's pretty old and there's some dust on it, so I don't want to keep using that. I figured I'd try something like this. So this is brandy smoking chips, premium barrels smoking chips. So there used to be brandy in these barrels, and then they chopped down the barrels, which seems kind of like a waste to me. I mean, unless they're really, really old barrels are already rotting or falling apart. Okay. I guess it doesn't want me to get in the package. We'll open that later. Oh wait, I have scissors right here. Fuck you, package. Doesn't smell like anything. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see how that all comes out. I will be back in a couple hours. The next step that we have to do is, once it's got past its stall point and gets closer to about 190-ish, I'll pull it off. I'll let it rest for about half an hour or so. So we'll see what it looks like when I pull it off that time. We're going to let it rest so that way the juices stay inside, because we're going to cut it up. Once we cut it up, if it's too hot, the juices are just going to leak out. I don't want to do that. And if it's too cold, then it's going to dry out more than we want it to. So we'll cut it up into about burnt end size cubes. And actually, you know what? I'm only going to do half of it. I think I'm going to cut half of it up to make that into the burnt ends, and then see what it looks like. If it looks good, then I might just treat the rest of it like a brisket, have some slices, so that way I can make some sandwiches later. Make some brisket sandwiches. Fuck yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I will see you back in a little bit. Or part 2. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, bye. All right, here we are. It's the end of the night. I'm tired. I want to go to bed, but I want this meat in my mouth. I hope you like my shirt. I'll show you how to get one of these in the description down below. Anyway, let's do this. Cheers. So I ended up having this sitting in the smoker for about 8.5 hours total. Oh yeah. Take a little probe out of there. All right. Oh man. Wow. This is juicy. Oh, it's just glistening. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Mmm. This is good. Oh man. I did it again. Somehow managed to make something. Anyway, thanks for joining me again. Sorry it's been so long. Um, I'll try to make some more of these, especially if the meat's going to come out this good and flavorful. Oh man, some good meat. All right, y'all take care. I'll see you next time.